Hi guys, I'm back with another hair dye video because I now have yellow hair. So I just wanted to do a small review on the extensions that abhair.com sent me. So this is a 16-inch piece and there are 9 pieces. So you get 9 different extensions like this, like wefts, which I think is fine. On their website they say that this is 95 grams of hair, and in my opinion that is not enough for one full head. I wrote them and I asked them to send me 2 pairs instead because this wouldn't be enough for me, and they told me that they meant that this would be enough for a full head of hair. But I usually wear 3 sets of extensions to make it look more full. So when I put this in and tried it on, I was really disappointed with the volume because it adds a bit of length to my hair, but that's kind of it. So I definitely recommend either get 2 pieces or find a set of extensions that have at least 120 grams of hair, because that's much better for one full head. Other than that, the color should be an ashy blonde color, and it's so far from, this is more like a honey golden blondish color. I'll just see if I can show you close up. Can you see how many dark hairs there are? If someone with white hair bought these extensions, it would be awful, because this would just, the quality of this hair is fine. I think you can see how natural and nice and thick it looks, which I like. But if you notice how many black hairs there are in, it will look so strange if you have white hair and you want to use these as white extensions. So be aware that if you buy these, you will have to bleach them. I will try giving them a bleach bath later on in this video and see how it works. But I mean, if you buy ash blonde extensions, you want them to come and be ash blonde, so you won't have to treat them, well, other than washing them and stuff. Maybe tone them, but I think having to bleach one set of extensions to get them the color you want, and it might not even work, I think that's really bad. Also, for the price of $71, I would have expected more thickness and the right color, and yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed. They sent it to me in a plastic bag like this, wrapped in another plastic bag like this, which is pretty nice because it keeps the hair protected under the journey, and posting, the shipping, it didn't take more than a few weeks, so I'm pretty pleased with everything else. It's just the color and the volume of the hair. I'm not very pleased with that. The site also wanted you guys to have a 15% discount code to their website, and you can use it for anything you want if you want something on their website, but just haven't. Did my camera go all darker in me? No. And I wanted to say, because this has been pretty negative, I think these extensions would have been great if they were a dark color and I wouldn't have to bleach them or dye them or, get them lighter. But since I wanted these to be ash blonde, I'm kind of disappointed. So that's the only thing I can say. I think if you order dark extensions, it will be really nice because the quality feels strong and thick. And I really like that. So let the tutorial begin. And this is the final result of the hair. I kind of like the result of the hair color, but I will explain what I did to kind of get this color. The first thing I did was to bleach the extensions, just full on bleach them. Because since they were in the blonde family, they still need bleach because they weren't completely blonde. And I felt like the more blonde they would get, the more yellow this hair could be. So I bleached them with a new dye, and it was one that could bleach from 4 to 6 tones. And I thought that would be great for these extensions because I didn't want them to get too damaged from bleaching them. And so I put them in a little plastic bag to kind of keep the bleach hot, and then wrap them in a towel like I usually do when I bleach my roots. I left them on for about 45 minutes, and while doing this I bleached my roots as I usually do. You can click right here if you want to see how I do that. But it's really easy, it's really simple, and I think you guys know what bleach I normally use, but I couldn't get more than 1 box. So I bleached the top of my roots. As you can see, they turned out really yellow, which I kind of like. So I bleached them with bleach I normally use, which is from Schwarzkopf. The lower parts of my roots, I used another bleach, the one I used for the extensions as well. And it works, it worked well. The root area of my hair really took well to the yellow dye, so I'm kind of pleased with that as well. So I let my roots bleach for 1 whole hour, and usually when I bleach my roots, the rest of the pink hair color, or whatever hair color I have, if it's pastel hair, it will come out. But it didn't this time, so I had to give my hair a bleach bath as well. And I used the same bleach again that could lighten from 4 to 6 tones with my own hair, since I had to actually bleach it or give it a bleach bath. Some of the yellow hair dye kind of got washed out. As you can see, the extensions turned out really fine and yellow, but my own hair, it is yellow in real life, but it has a lot of blonde tones instead. So I think I will need to re-dye it, just so the yellow hair dye will kind of stain my hair more. And also, I really wanted to, as I told you guys, change my hair completely. So I wanted to get bangs. I almost cut it, but then I realized I've spent so much time actually just trying to grow my bangs out so I could get that middle parting something. So I ordered some faux bangs on eBay, like real human hair bangs that can be dyed yellow. So they will be here in a few weeks, and I think I'll do a video about it and link to the bangs if it works well. I'm not sure, I haven't worn like real faux bangs before. The extensions, after bleaching them, turned out kind of yellow blondish, which worked well with the yellow hair dye. So I just washed them out and didn't use any conditioner. So after washing and drying the extensions, I just dyed them directly, no diluting, with Directions hair dye. And I of course threw out the jar, so I can't show you, but the color I used is called Bright Daffodil. This is called Apricot, and I've had this in my rainbow hair as well. But I really like Directions because I think they last pretty well compared to other brands like Stargazer. I'd still recommend using special effects, but they were sold out everywhere I looked. And I can get this hair dye for cheap in a store here in Copenhagen, so I just went there and bought 2 jars. And 1 jar was enough for these extensions, and as you can see, it's not a lot, there's not a lot of dye in it. But it worked well, it was enough to cover all of the extensions, and I'm pleased with the color it turned out. Also, a jar like this was almost enough to use in my own hair, but I had a little bit left in some old jar like this, and I had to use that as well. So it wasn't completely enough because I have pretty thick hair. I let the hair dye sit for at least 3 hours because it doesn't really have to get washed out. You can sleep with this dye as well because it's just natural. So the longer you put the longer you have it in, the better the color lasts, I feel. But I still obviously need to re-dye my hair soon if I want to keep this yellow. But I think it turned out well. I have never had yellow hair before, like not completely yellow hair. And I think it looks a bit more pale on camera. I think it works really well with my eye color because I have some yellow in my eyes as well. So I'm pleased with it. I think it's so much fun. But yes, that's basically how I made this yellow hair. As I told you guys, I really wanted the extensions to be a bit more full. When I brushed them through the first time, they lost a lot of hair. And when I bleached them, they lost even more hair. It was a lot of hair, so they got even more thin. And you guys know I'm used to having really thick and hair with lots of volume, and I wear like 3 sets of extensions. And I really wanted these to be more thick, and yeah, I feel like this is too thin for me. So I'm not sure. I've worn it both wavy and curly and straight, and it is manageable. You can make it work, but I still wish they would be more thick. Just maybe 50 grams more and I would be pleased with this. Okay, now I'm going to announce the 3 winners, the 3 lucky winners of my giveaway. The winners are, let me just see, Toffee Rosales, I'll write it right here as well, Dolina 3210, and Hi Pie in the Sky. I think it's how you pronounce it, or Hi Pie in the Sky, I don't know, I'll put it right here. So if you could just contact me on Facebook, on my official Facebook, and just send me a message, just send me a message and I will give you the details and get the extension shipped out to you. I hope you picked something fun, and I'm sure I will do more giveaways soon anyway, so if you didn't win this time, I'm sorry, but thank you for being a part of it. I think my next video will be a fall lookbook, so I'm really looking forward to that, and I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.